Hi YouTube, this is Penwithers. Been fairly busy over the last couple of weeks. Made up some new street lights. Made these out of 3mm brass tube. Soldered on a little piece of wire each side to make like the ladder racks, and then I had the LED and twisted the legs of those around and then put them through the actual tube to make them look like gas lights. And then I've fitted some lights into the houses. I've just done, sorry it's a bit shaky, I put cardboard dividers in the houses so that we didn't get the light bleeding through into every room. I thought it would look a bit more natural just with the single lights. A couple of bedrooms lit up. Also done up on the hill, outside light. And illuminated the downstairs of the big house. Excuse me. The shop, I put the lights upstairs and obviously didn't put a divider in, so then everything was lit up. Put light inside the shop and a figure, and not quite sure what's happening there on the side, but seemed to be a red light in that room upstairs, but I wouldn't like to say what's going on in there, but got something a little bit different. The internal lights, I used 3mm LEDs. Wired those up in series. I tried to wire 4 at a time, and that way you don't need a resistor. But there was a couple where I had to just put 2 in, and I think it worked out. I think it was a 480 ohm resistor. So it looks quite good, all lit up. And obviously some of the lights coming in through the back. Not something that took a morning to do the lights in the houses. I say I'd done that one up there. Bit of a posh place, so I thought they'd better have a light outside. And the little cottage got a light in that. So and the street lights to make up, probably, I don't know, an evening made those up. So quite cheap, costs about a couple of quid for the brass tube. A few LEDs, more time consuming than anything else, but I think you'll agree. I think it looks really good. Right, here we are. I turn the lights on so you could have a closer look at these lamp posts. Painted them up, bit of silver paint, because that was a bit more what they looked like here locally back in the 70s. Old delivery bike there, made up a little plastic box to go on the front of that. Run the fence along. This lamp up here painted black. Thought a bit more like a traditional type of lamp outside the house. Quite good weather here today. Lady putting her washing out. It's just about finished on this area now. Obviously laid the road around, used like a engage ballast for the road. I was going to paint it, and then I thought I fancied something with a bit of texture, so and also put a bit more greenery down the side of the tracks there. And I've just spent, well, probably 2 days working on this. Penwithers has got his own allotments now, so everything bar the cold frame there has been scratch built. So got a little derelict shed here. Bit overgrown. And then these sheds back here I made from plastic card. Just painted them various colours. That one there used a bit of emery cloth for the roof. I was quite pleased I made these little like cloches. Just literally made them out of plastic. I don't know if it shows up. Almost looks like condensation on the inside. So I actually had a bit of super glue and just smeared on the inside. Excuse me. And it obviously discoloured the surface a bit. An old galvanised shed there. And the water butt was the top off a pencil which holds the rubber. Just stained up a bit, and then we've got some cracking runner beams here. Had some electrical wire made up like the canes, and then covered them with woodland scenic foliage, and used, I think it's called Flower Soft, got it from Hobbycraft, the little red bits on it, gave it a bit of detail. We've got some potatoes there, just a little bit of woodland scenics again. Cabbages, they were made out of tissue paper, just rolled up. A few onions there growing, and they were, that was a bit of like garden twine. So, what else have we got? Obviously we got the flowers there, made that from that Flower Soft scatter. I got some there as well, and some potatoes in there. I think looking quite quite smart. A couple more gates made up. There, the old wire, old van there, and got some pigs here on the end. And I've just tried from International Models their 6mm static grass, and it really stands well. The 2 to 4.5 mil, to be honest, sometimes you can barely see it standing, but I think this really came up well. Old pig hut. Painted a couple of the, or a few of the pigs like saddlebacks with the old black on them, and the other ones, they were quite cheap pigs, but they really looked cheap. So I actually gave them a wash of weathering just to tone them down a bit. There's plans on, obviously pigs wouldn't be in such good grass, but obviously they've just been turned into it, so we will make a muddy section soon. But I'm quite pleased. I think the allotment, let's say, all scratch built, bar those 2 cold frames. Really pleased with it. I think this piece now is, could almost say, this section through here now is finished. Might be a few little of details to do, but I don't think we're far off. But there we are. Thanks for watching. Comments appreciated. Subscribe if you wish. And as I say, bye for now.